Joining us for a special chat today on ET Now, we have Deepak Chhabra, who's the MD of Timex India. And along with him, we have a powerhouse actress, Sharvari Wagh, the new face of Daniel Wellington. Thank you so much for joining us today on ET Now. Sharvari, let's begin this conversation with you. The new face of Daniel Wellington. Tell us more about this association.
Firstly, thank you so much for such a warm welcome. It's a collaboration that I thought was really naturally fit to my personality, especially because, I really feel like as an actor, we have to put ourselves in these different roles wherein you have to play, versatility is most important, and I believe that, and I always gravitate towards roles that are different from one another. But at my core, I'm myself, I'm truly just me. And, I really feel like with Daniel Wellington, their watches go with everything. They're absolutely versatile, just like the kind of roles that we have to play. But their identity is just timeless. And I aspire to be that as well. So I think that it was a really natural fit for me.
Yeah, more than timeless, I must tell you about something that he said before you came in and joined this conversation when I was briefly chatting with Deepak. And he said that, Daniel Wellington is known for being minimalistic. Correct. And being so classy looking. And, the choice was very simple for, Timex to rope you in as an ambassador for Daniel Wellington. So tell us more about, something that Deepak said, in fact.
I mean, I think that's the best compliment because now basically I've gotten a compliment.
Are you minimalist? Are you as minimalist as
I am? No, I really am. I am someone who really believes in pieces that I can wear at multiple occasions. Something that I can keep with me. Something that I can rewear. Something that you can even share with your mom and your sister. I really love that. And I really think that Daniel Wellington is the kind of brand that everybody associates with in that sense,
Right.
It is simple, clean, classic. I think it's super chic. I believe that my personal style also is an extension of something like that.
Right.
I like to keep things simple. I like to keep them chic. And I really feel that when I do that, I feel most confident, about myself. If I'm in an interview, if I'm walking the red carpet, it's important for me that I feel confident.
Yeah.
And so when you have accessories that kind of help you feel like that, and I feel watch is the most confident accessory.
Absolutely.
Like if I had to give it an adjective, I would say that it's the most confident. You wear it and you're feeling like you can take over the world. So that's the feeling I get when I wear a Daniel Wellington watch.
I'm going to ask you more questions about watches and time and so on and so forth. But Deepak, let's talk shop. Daniel Wellington's acquisition was globally completed by Timex, very recently, in fact, just a few days ago, 2 weeks ago. What does that enable for Daniel Wellington in India and for Timex in India?
Sure. So we have a portfolio of about 15 brands.
Right.
And what was missing in the portfolio was a true minimalistic Swedish brand, very frankly. When you look at luxury indulgence nowadays, it's no more loud and bold. It is more of classy and settled. Yeah. And that was the gap which we had in our portfolio. We do have brands like Guess and Versace, which are very loud and bold.
Right.
A different consumer set.
Right.
So we realized that we need to add in our portfolio a brand which is a bit more minimalistic and cater to that consumer as well, while we are catering to other consumer set by our other brands. We do have Aston Martin, which we added about 6 months back because, a sports brand was missing.
Yes.
In particular, motorsports was missing.
Right.
Motorsports has become so big.
And I believe it sold out in a couple of months.
We never expected India will accept the brand, lap it up. But then we realized, India has about 6 million fandom.
Right.
For Formula One, which is a paid subscription, on the weekend.
Wow.
People don't want to really pay.
Yeah.
And it has moved from 2.9 million about 4 years back. So, so we filled that gap by addition of Aston Martin. Now, the only gap, although we had DW for the longest time, but it was 51%, joint venture with Philip, who's the promoter of this. But we had a choice to acquire it, and that's what we did about 3 weeks back. India is going to be a major market for Daniel Wellington growth. And we knew now we already, I was telling Sharvari, now we have a product which is way wider than ever before, catering to different consumer set. The brand was more of women. Now we have a reasonable assortment for men. We have settled our channels, so it is available at 300 point of sale.
Right.
Now what you need is, now you need consumers.
Right.
And consumers will only come when they relate to the brand, and that's where the endorsement makes a lot of sense.
Right.
And Sharvari is a perfect fit, amazingly perfect fit. I was telling, for 2 years we have been talking about endorsement. We delayed it because we wanted to acquire the company first and put the product right and channel right. But all these 2 years, it was always Sharvari.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not that,
That's so kind of you.
The company had the eye.
It was not that.
They had the eye on you.
Yeah.
And we were worried a bit because, the watches segment has all the celebrities. Every brand laps up a celebrity, and we thought if Sharvari goes, then what? And thankfully, we are here today.
She didn't. She's
being together.
It was meant to be.
She is Daniel Wellington's now.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Sharvari, what is your personal style in watches? Do you like sporty watches? Do you like, the feminine ones, the thin, the slim ones? What is your personal style in watches?
The one that I'm wearing today is genuinely my most favorite style. I love a black dial, and when I saw this, I had to pick it for today because even when I was in college, I remember I'd gone hunting because I wanted a black dial.
Right.
Something, there's always something that you have in your mind. Maybe you see it in a movie or you maybe see it in a magazine and then you want that specific one. But I've always been this person who loves like a metal watch with like a nice colored dial.
Right.
That's, I think, my kind of style. I think it's something you can wear day and night. So it's kind of fun.
Right. And Deepak mentioned that, there is some or the other Bollywood and Hindi film cinema celebrity associated with a watch brand, but Hindi film actors are notoriously known for running late for everything. They're notoriously late, aren't they? Are you punctual or are you running? How important is punctuality for you?
Honestly, I'm really genuinely very punctual. Also because I was an assistant director before I was an actor, and I was an assistant director on 3 films.
So you know the pain of the actor running late.
I know the pain. And so I'm very paranoid. You can ask my team, I stress them out. Like if I know that they are not going to finish in 10 minutes and we've promised to be in 10 minutes, I'm hyper. I'm this person who's like, no, kitna time lagega, abhi chalo, and everyone's like, relax, you can be 5 minutes late. And I'm like, no, I can't. I have to be on time. So I'm a very paranoid person when it comes to time. I'm a person who puts like 5 alarms, so I'm on time everywhere.
No, even I can vouch.
She is not just classy minimalist, but she is also punctual. So she's making the right use of the watch, unlike many others.
So maybe I'll just add to it. We were talking about the shoot day.
Right.
She was there before we were prepared. Yeah. She remained there till the time the job was done.
Right.
Today also she came on time.
Right.
We were not on time. We were not ready. So I really understand. But more important is, if you do not stick to your time, being with the watch industry becomes difficult.
Right.
You are keeping time, and if you are not on time, it's difficult. So I can vouch for it.
Absolutely.
My team was asking when should we call our other participants, maybe an hour later. So Deepika, who had served marketing, she said, listen, she'll be on time. And she was on time. So it's important for it's a respect.
Yeah. No,
Very funny. It's just more to do with respect.
I believe
if you don't respect time, that doesn't go well.
No, it's the most expensive commodity. We're all so busy and everybody has so much to do in their personal lives, at professional, in their professional time. I really feel that it's important that, we respect each other's time and we're just able to then be on time and just have a great time. Wow, I've used time like some 5 times.
Yeah.